Good morning, students. So, welcome to our new lecture. Now, this particular lecture is going to be somewhat different from our previous lectures. Okay. Now, in this lesson, what we are going to do, we are going to study about oceans and continents of the world. Okay. Now, it is basically not the part of your syllabus. Okay. But we are going to study about it as it is important to understand the geography of the world. Okay, so we are going to study it in the form of a quiz. So to begin with, what we are going to do, we are going to learn about continents and oceans in this lesson. So let us find out about continents and oceans then. We will start with the very first question. But before going to that, we all know that there are seven continents. Okay, the earth is made of seven continents, and they are Asia, then Europe, South Africa, North America, South America, Australia, and Antarctica. Okay, so these are the seven continents of the world. Now we are going to see some points or some facts about these continents. So what is the first question? What is the second smallest continent in size? Do you know which is the second smallest continent in size? There are four options given here: Europe, South America, Asia, and Africa. Can you guess the correct answer? So the correct answer to this question is Europe. Europe is the second smallest continent in size. It is composed of 44 countries. How many countries are there in Europe? There are in all 44 countries in Europe. Its largest country is Russia, while its smallest country is Vatican City. Now the biggest country in size is Russia of Europe continent. Okay, and the smallest is Vatican City. Okay. Now let us head towards the another question. But before going to that, do you know what is the biggest continent of world? Which is the biggest continent? The biggest continent is Asia. Okay, the continent in which our country lies, that is India. Okay, it is the biggest continent, and the smallest is Australia. Okay. Now let us head to the next question. What is the next question? Which among the places is not part of the North American continent? Your four countries are mentioned or places are mentioned. We have to answer which one is not in the American continent, North American continent. Okay. So US, that is United States, Canada, Brazil, and Mexico. Out of which of the place is not lying in the North American continent? Do you know? The answer is Brazil, as Brazil lies in South American continent or South America. Okay, Canada, US, and Mexico are all the parts of North American continent, but Brazil is a country in South America. And you have studied this in chapter number 2, that is location and extent of class 10 geography. Okay, so this is what we have studied, that Brazil lies in South America. Okay. Question 3. Which is the coldest, windiest, and driest continent? So, a continent where you will find cold, windy, and driest region in a very bigger amount. Okay, can you answer this? There are four options: Asia, Australia, North America, and Antarctica. Can you guess the correct answer? The correct answer is Antarctica. As it is the southernmost continent and considered as the fifth largest, it has mountains, volcanoes, seals, and penguins. Okay, so you will find a very cold region in this continent, and you will also find some dry region. Okay, also there are volcanoes and seals are present, and penguins. Seals and penguins are the animals which are found in this region. Okay, so Antarctica is the continent where you will find coldest and windiest and driest regions. Okay. Next question. What is the world's largest ocean? Now we know. Now you may have a question. How many oceans are there in the world? Generally, you have been taught about the four oceans. Those are Atlantic Ocean, Pacific Ocean, Indian Ocean, and Arctic Ocean. But a new ocean has been introduced. Actually, it has been classified as the ocean as it is below the Indian Ocean and above the Antarctic region or Antarctica continent. Okay, and that ocean is also called as Southern Ocean or South Ocean. Okay, so in all, there are five ocean in the present time. Okay, out of this five ocean, which is the largest one? It is very easy question. You may be knowing the largest ocean of the world, and it is Pacific Ocean. Okay, so Pacific Ocean is the biggest ocean in the world. Okay, it covers 1/3 of the Earth's surface and it has an area of 179.7 million square kilometers. So it covers a very large amount of area of the Earth. Okay. Now, as you are going through the quiz, don't forget to write down this question in your notebook. Okay, so as to use it for future reference, or you can save this video. Now, question 5. What is the world's third largest body of water? Now, we know the biggest is Pacific. Now, third largest, there are four options again: Atlantic Ocean, Indian Ocean, Arctic Ocean, and Southern Ocean. The answer to this question is Indian Ocean, okay, which is below the Indian Peninsula. It covers 20% of the Earth's water surface and it is also an important route between Asia and Africa. So Indian Ocean is a very important route between the two continents, that is Asia and Africa. Now, as we have seen some questions from the quiz, now let us head towards some questions, okay. Now, this is the sixth question. The Earth's second largest ocean is? We have got about the first, it is Pacific, and we know about the third, that is Indian Ocean. Now, which is the third largest? Oh, sorry, second largest. The second largest ocean is Atlantic Ocean. Okay, it covers one fifth of the entire global water surface. Okay. Now, seventh question. The continent surrounded by the Indian Ocean and the Pacific Ocean is? So which is the continent that lies between the Indian Ocean and the Pacific Ocean? The answer to this question is Australia. Okay, it is between Indian and Pacific Ocean. Okay, just off the coast of Australia is the world's largest coral reef called the Great Barrier Reef. It is so large that it can be seen from space. Okay, do you know that Australia is famous for its Great Barrier Reef? Okay, so coral reef has been formed along the coast of Australia and it can be seen from the space. That is a very different fact for us. Now, question 8. The largest continent in the world. Okay, I have said about this. Again, it is a very easy question. The largest continent is Asia. It has 48 countries. How many countries are there in Asia? In all, 48 countries are there in Asia. And more than 2000 languages are spoken here. How many languages? More than 2000 languages. The highest mountain in the world, that is Mount Everest, it is also found in the Asian continent. And do you know in which country Mount Everest is lying? It is in Nepal. Now, we will try to locate some of these continents and oceans in a map. Now, the question is label the missing continents in the map. Okay, so North America is labeled, Africa is also labeled, and Europe is also labeled in the map. Now we have to label some continents, that is Asia, South America, Australia, and Antarctica. Not a difficult task to do so. Below the North America, the continent that lies is South America. So this is the South American continent. Okay. And this part, it is the Asian continent. Okay. This is Asia. And Australia, very easy to recognize. This is the Australian continent. Okay. Okay, and it lies between the Indian Ocean and Pacific Ocean. So this is Australia. And the continent which is right below the African continent and below the Southern Ocean, this is the Southern Ocean. Okay, this is Antarctica. Okay, so this is the Antarctica. Let us find we are correct or no. So here you can see the correct labeling: South America, Asia, Australia and Antarctica. Okay, next question, label the missing oceans in the map. Okay, so Arctic Ocean, it is labeled over here, and Pacific Ocean is also labeled. Three oceans are left now to be labeled. So definitely the ocean which is below India, it is Indian Ocean. Then the ocean between the North America and European continent, this ocean, here it is Atlantic Ocean. And the ocean below the Indian Ocean and the African continent or above the Antarctica is nothing but Southern Ocean. Okay, so here you can see Southern Ocean, Indian Ocean, Atlantic Ocean. Okay, and this is Arctic Ocean above the North America and Pacific Ocean. Okay, on the western side of North and South American continent. Okay, so in this lesson we have seen 10 questions. Okay, note down these 10 questions in your notebook. Okay, and we will explore some more concepts of geography in the upcoming lecture. Okay, until then, goodbye.